possible and do the best we can in the situation. But yeah, there's a lot of planning, a lot of leadership decisions, a lot of communication from the top to the bottom, and then also implementation of everything. And then hopefully that goes smoothly. If it doesn't, then you got to adapt and adjust. But yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
But you know, don't you, how much can go wrong?
Yes.
And I bet you were thinking about, oh my God, how are they coping with this now?
Yeah, I mean, just to see, and you're only seeing a snapshot, from the media. So unless you're physically there and know somebody that was there, that went through it, you really don't know. We don't know 100%. But I can only imagine, that it was a very, very difficult transition.
I want to go back now and understand why you decided to join the military initially. What was your background? Why did you make that decision?
Just not necessarily stuck, but was indecisive with my life. Around 9/11 is around the time when I joined. I'm almost been in 20 years at this moment, actually as of January. But I have family members that served in the military. So I had some that were in the Navy and then also the Air Force. So I decided to join the Air Force. I was more doing a landscape job at home. Wasn't happy with it. Wanted to travel, and then also I had I love my country and wanted to be of service and help where I could.
And you say it's nearly been 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Could you even imagine what kind of career and life you were embarking on?
No, there's no. I mean, family members try to tell me, of course, they've served. They try to give me examples and just to be aware of my decision and what I'm doing. Talk to my parents about it, and they were very supportive, thankfully, even though they didn't necessarily, they were more scared and didn't like it, but they were very supportive. So I had that, especially with my brothers as well. So I think I try to ask as many questions as possible beforehand, but there's no book. You can ask as many questions as you want, but serving in the military is it's really an experience. And then it's something different than anything else.
And your experience in Afghanistan, let's go into a few more details about that. How was it?
It was tough. So I'm, U.S. Air Force, my job is typically a support job, so I'm not in the operational side, going out and doing missions and stuff like that. So where the planes go, typically for the most part, I would go to be a support asset. So a tasking came down for, they called it a JET tasking at the time, Joint Expeditionary Tasking, where the Army needed support and we were able to fill Army positions. So as a U.S. Air Force member, I volunteered for an Army position to do convoy duty, and filled that gap for 7 months in southern Afghanistan. So
you were on the ground?
Yes. Yeah, I was driving Humvees, not driving, but being a part of a team. The Army unit was the lead, and we were helping and assisting in whatever situation that we could. But it was a very difficult deployment. It was an eye-opening experience, like I was telling you earlier. Gave me perspective for my life, not only in the military, just in life.
Why?
It's just not, the culture there. I mean, the people there are great. I had some great experiences with the people when it comes to communication. If we have, interpreters that would communicate, we would talk and have meals with families. But just on a daily basis, you don't know if you're going to live. You drive down the road in a convoy and you wonder if the animal that's covered, has a bomb on the side of the road. Or if you see some asphalt that looks disturbed, it could be means of a dangerous situation. So every day when you're traveling or you're moving, that's in your mind. So you're never going to be the same.
When you realised you were in that situation, let me rephrase. When did you realise you were in that situation when you got to Afghanistan? And how was it obvious that you could die at any moment? Because that's very dramatic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, the training is training. You know, like when you